Alright, welcome back. Let's zoom on in for another look at Empire Total War. This is going to be a 2v2 on the Grassy Flats with myself as the Plains Nations and Deluxe as the Austrians. Now I'm sure you can see it's a bit foggy in this match, so don't be caught in the fog. Make sure you're subscribed so you can catch up on all the content as well. You can leave a like on this video. That does help the channel, and we do appreciate it. Playing against a Iroquois Confederacy player here in front of Deluxe, and you can see he just plowed through his own cav with his artillery. And the Prussian is going to be facing off versus me, and you can see he's got an interesting setup. He's actually got 4 2nd Hussars. Love that unit. And his lights have taken up the mid and his lines to the far flank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just face out against him. I have all cav pretty much except for 3 musketmen, so I have a very mobile force. So the rules in this were 5 lights max and no artillery, and you can see the one player did bring artillery, but it's no big deal. And you can see here as he makes his assault, we're all going to shift over and attack the native player. And with the mobility of my cav, there's going to be no possible way for the Prussian to come over and assist, with the exception of his 2nd Hussars. And you can see Deluxe's Grinzers have cleared out the flank, and his light dragoons have already done a pretty dastardly deed to these native musketmen. You can see them routing off, but he's starting to get his melee troops into Deluxe's lines right now, and they are going to cause some difficulty to him, except for this cav charge that he pulls off very nicely. Some from both sides. It's all topsy-turvy, the world's spinning round and round for him. One of them takes off and running, one of them sticks in there. There is stuff going on everywhere on this side of the map. You can see I'm trying to come in here to take a shot, and I see Deluxe's cav going in for a charge, so I'm going to veer off and hit the native cav. There's some great action going on over here. Got to give it to the Comanches. They know what they're doing. They will carry the day. I only brought 6 Comanches, and I brought, I believe it was, that was a nice one. So I waited for Deluxe's light dragoons to shoot before I attacked. Okay, so, but I brought 6 Comanches, and I brought 11 dog soldiers and 3 musketmen is the build I brought. And of course the chief's bodyguard. Or maybe it was 10 dog soldiers. Well, whatever the case, I brought a ton of them. So anyways, we are just trying to clean up on this native player, and must say it's going quite nicely. The 2nd Hussars here came over, but they're really not charging yet, which is kind of unusual why he would do that. But he's going to get them involved, and once he does, they are going to get involved at devastating effect to the Austrian cav. As you can see here, he is just going to run straight through Deluxe's cav and make pretty much short work of it over here on this flank. Now, just as I brought a lot of calves, so did Deluxe in this. But I'm going to be bringing my Comanches over. 3 on one side, and 3 are going to flank around on the other side to try to help out. And also the native player, the Iroquois Confederation player, is going to have his cav in there. As you can see, the 2nd Hussars got into his Grinzers. Yeah. The Grinzers aren't going to be able to hang in versus the 2nd Hussars. And quite a bit of Deluxe's units just head for the hills in that one. So I've got my trusted Comanches in this fight, and I'm trying to do my best versus these 2nd Hussars, but they do end up taking care of about 3 of my Comanches because those 2nd Hussars, man, Their charge bonus is really good. But I'm going to try and get into these Iroquois Cav, and I get them knocked out. And just by help from Deluxe's Cav, we're able to finish off the second Hussar. So we're going to begin our assault on the Prussian player with all their Cav dealt with. You're going to see here the Prussian player is going to drop his stake line at the flank that we just destroyed, and he thinks that's going to protect himself from us coming over. You can see over on the left of the screen, all my dog soldiers are going to be facing out versus the line to keep them there and busy while we push that corner with my musketmen. And it looks like Deluxe is already beginning his assault, which I was not prepared for. I was like, whoa, whoa, wait, but he was already going, and gone. He actually gets a pretty good execution on this charge here. I gotta give it to him. I thought he was dead, as good as dead, and I thought we might lose this battle here at this point. Because at this point of the battlefield, I'd just like you to keep in mind that the majority of Deluxe's army has been disposed of, with the exception of his Cav right here. You can see he cleverly sneaks past this little gap in the stake line between the red line. And usually that's nice to leave a little choke point so you can you know that they're going to try and push through. It's just he didn't have time to set up just by the vast speed of his attack. So that speed on his attack did actually pay off in the long run. But you can see now he's starting to get shot by the Jaegers in the back. So I've got to do some shifting and jiving. I'm going to push my Comanches over to where my dog soldiers were in front of the lines, and shift my dog soldiers over to assist. And I can ride them over there quite rapidly, so it doesn't take me very long to get my dog soldiers over to assist in this. Now, not through the same way Deluxe did. You can see I'm heading right for that stake line. I bet the Prussian player is just super excited I'm going to lose my whole army on the stake line. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I've done it way too much in the past. I know a better way to get over the stake line now without losing all your Cav. Dismount and run those dog soldiers. These guys are like my paratroopers of Empire Total War. I can drop them behind enemy lines and let them wreak damage upon the enemy. As you can see here, they have a nice, amazing firepower to them. One of the Jaegers is shooting into me, but we're going to push on. You can see here my in the background there, my musketmen are starting to shoot at the corner, and this is going to cause him to shift all of his lines now. He was a little slow on that, but I can see why. He was getting hit in the back by Deluxe. And yeah, so but he is starting to move his lines now. And just in time for me to get some nice volleys on him. Well, things are going to wind down here quickly. Looks like the Prussian player is going to go into diamond formation, which is not really a wise move, but I do hand it to him. He does push out from this. He doesn't stay in it. I think he understood he was taking a beating on it, because all I got to do is pick off one part of the diamond at a time from each flank. And he does actually move his lines pretty rapidly and actually gets a line to flank me, just because I wasn't paying attention. So you can see he got some flanking shots on me. So nice maneuvering there. He just has to do that on a wider scale, and this Prussian player could actually become a pretty good player, I think. But my musketmen are going to have their way in the end here, and so are my dog soldiers. And let's not leave out the Comanches that I had to ride in and take care of business as well. All right, and speaking of taking care of business, don't forget you can join us every Monday for multiplayer games and every Wednesday for single player campaigns, and every Friday I'll have just random rants, and I will also sprinkle in other videos throughout the week as I can. So don't forget to join us.